5:42. At times, there is no doubt in my mind that the angriest man on the planet is Gerald Celente, trend forecaster and editor of TrendsJournal. And he joins us on this day where Occupy Wall Street is claiming, hey, it's a day of celebration. It's an anniversary. Do you feel celebratory at all, Gerald?
No, not really. I thought the Occupy movements were going to go further than they have. And you're right, I'm angry. You know, my line is, if Jesus Christ could become violent about chasing the money changers out of the temple, I could be angry about what's going on. And these Occupy Wall Street, I mean, let's face it, under Obama, you know, were all the diehard liberals, you know, he's their guy. How many heads did you see roll on Wall Street from all the high crimes and misdemeanors of all these foreclosure ripoffs and all these inside deals, all of the money laundering, the LIBOR scandal? Oh, remember that one? Hey, don't remember that anymore. You didn't see one head roll. The only heads that are rolling are the ones that the cops are beating up over there for the Occupy people.
Now, Gerald, we look at gas up, groceries up, price of gold up. Give us a little bit of your prognostication of what's to come in our economy.
Well, we've been saying for the better part of the year that there would be a QE3. We also said that there would be another European bank bailout. And when this happened, you're going to see the price of gold continue to go up. And that's exactly what has happened. I've been announcing it on our Trends in the News features daily over the last several months. And I bought into the gold market about 8 days before gold spiked, knowing in my forecasting that they were going to do something because there has never been a recovery. It's only a cover-up. All of these trillions of dollars in QE3 or buying up worthless European bonds is, let's make this really straight. The money's going directly into the banks in the case of Europe, and it goes off to pay the guys that had made bad bets to cover their bad bets plus interest. It's a deviation on the same theme in the United States. All of this money is only going to the banks. Where's it all going? It's all going to look at the same job numbers that you have, but only getting worse. The economy is going to continue to decline. As you pointed out, oil, gas prices are up. The price of food is up. But, Curtis, what's wrong with you? Don't you know that you don't add food and fuel into the core index numbers? I mean, come on. That's what they do in the USSA. That's no inflation because those numbers aren't added into it.
Now, you mentioned, Gerald Celente, investing in worthless European bonds. That was the route that then CEO of MF Global, Jon Corzine, the former governor of New Jersey, took. I remember him time and time again on the floor of the U.S. Senate, on the floor of the House, claiming, I don't know what happened to $1.4 billion. I thought for sure Occupy Wall Street would attack him because it was right in the midst of their demonstrations. They never mentioned him. And I read of late there'll be absolutely no criminal prosecutions, not only of Jon Corzine, but of the COO, the CFO, or anyone else involved in MF Global. I mean, how much do you have to steal before you get prosecuted?
There's no limit. And let's look who the prosecutor is. Eric Holder. Eric Holder was with the same white-collar law firm that represented MF Global. I mean, and let's, you know, am I accusing them of anything? Oh, no, never. Never would do anything like that. Let's look at the names here, Curtis. Let's get this straight. Who was the guy that deregulated the banking industry, that allowed this criminal activity to begin by deregulating and killing Glass-Steagall? That couldn't have been Robert Rubin, could it?
Oh.
Under Clinton. Where was he from? Could have been Goldman Sachs. Hey, who was the guy that came up with all of this baloney, this crap, that we have to bail out the too big to fail banks that are now bigger than they ever were before? Oh, that couldn't have been Frankenstein Paulson, could it? under Bush. No. Where was he from? Hey, wasn't he the former CEO of Goldman Sachs?
Yeah.
And how about Jon the Slime Corzine, who can't find $1.6 billion and stole my money, too, out of my segregated account? The former governor of New Jersey, the former senator of New Jersey. Where was he from? Could have been the former CEO of Goldman Sachs. And who's that guy over there in Europe that's the head of the European Central Bank? Mario Draghi. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the same Mario Draghi that was the head of the Goldman Sachs European division? Doesn't anybody get it?
Now, hold on. Wait a second. Gerald Celente, I heard from the lips of Lloyd Blankfein, now the CEO of Goldman Sachs, that they are doing God's work.
That's right. That's right. And that's why God picked up the whip and drove the money changers out of the temple, because of little slimy guys like these guys. Look, Curtis, this is not hyperbole. I hit you with all the facts. And the facts are this. It's the biggest bank robbery in world history, and the banks are doing all the robbing. No one's ever seen anything like this in our lifetimes. Who made up this too big to fail baloney? All they have gotten is bigger. Meanwhile, people are losing their homes. And as I said, Obama has not prosecuted not one person from Wall Street. Oh, here's what they do. They hit him with a fine, and then they say they're neither admitting nor denying any wrongdoing.
That, that'd be great if I just held you up, Gerald Celente, at an ATM machine, and I said, hey, Gerald, could I pay you more money than I actually ripped you off as long as I don't admit that I was trying to rob you? And you say, oh, yeah, clean the slate. We don't even have to take this to court.
That's right, and that's what's happened to the United States. We got a gang running the show, a gang of 535. That's it. 535 congressmen and senators in total that are telling 312 million people how to tie their shoes, how to steal their money, and do anything else that they want to do to them. And no one is standing up and saying, enough. We had enough. And by the way, I'm not voting in this election for president. I refuse to vote for a lesser of two evils. I don't go out with them. I don't do business with them. I don't hang out with them. I'll be damned if I'm going to vote for one to run my life.
Do appreciate that, Gerald Celente. You can see now why I've labeled him the angriest man on this planet. And